This guy must work for Dominion and Smartmatic.
Shut him down! Shut him down!
It's better than working for Russia like you do. I mean, you're helping Vladimir Putin undermine the election.
I'm the American dream on steroids. I was an ex-crack addict and found Jesus Christ. You need help. This kid needs prayer. We need to pray for him. We need to pray for him. We need to pray for him.
I love it. Keep booing.
Pray for you. We need to pray for
Boo all you want. Boo all you want. It's okay.
you guys. This guy needs prayer. He's part of the problem in this country. His eyes are closed. He doesn't get it.
Mike Lindell can't have a debate on his beliefs without trying to get Trump rally goers to gang up on Adam Mockler so that he can avoid the points that he's making.
Do you think I'm spending all my money? I want to save your country, our country, both of our country.
You're spending all your money because you've been conned by Donald Trump. I'm sorry.
Donald Trump has nothing to do with it. Don't you get it?
We're at a Trump rally. We're at a Trump rally.
God bless you all. I know a lot of you were out in the parking lot and you probably see me getting attacked by a journalist out there. Well, you guys, and I thank you for all trying to get involved there, but this is how we get the word out.
First of all, about 20 people probably saw Lindell get into that embarrassing discussion with Mockler in the parking lot. It's not like the entire rally could see this one moment in one part of the parking lot, but it shows how the ass kicking stuck in his mind all day. He was stuck and cornered, asking for bullying help from people standing in line, so that his line about thanking the crowd for trying to get involved was just another example of how easily these guys manipulate events to fit their own victimhood narrative. I was attacked and you guys came to help. All while he stood there, voluntarily having a back and forth over the lies that he's pushing. I guess since his worldview was being pelted by facts, it kind of felt like an attack on his brain. But he still kept going.
Ask you about something that worries me personally. So after the election, Donald Trump brought these 62 cases to different courts, and all of them were shot down, mostly due to evidentiary reasons. So why was that?
No, that's a lie you just told.
Why?
No judge in the United States looked at any of the evidence based on merit. All the cases were thrown out on
33 of them were shot down due to evidentiary reasons. The standing cases were people were looking for crazy remedies, like flipping states entirely.
No, that's not true. I've got millions of dollars in this. All the cases that were brought up, no judge looked at the evidence based on merit. They were kicked out on standing, and they kicked the can down the road.
So when confronted with what actually happened in all those cases that they lost, Lindell's response was that he poured millions of dollars into the narrative, so it must be true. Bro, just because you wasted your money on a 4-year-old election lie doesn't make it true. He knows that many Americans have been conditioned to trust and believe what people with money say, just because they have money.
Who is Mike Lindell? Who is? Is John still alive? We're going to find out the truth.
So you think that Mike Lindell is John F. Kennedy Jr.?
Yes, I do. We're going to find out.
You have a picture to prove it there?
Cool.
So this is a picture of Mike Lindell and John F. Kennedy Jr. And so what's the evidence here?
Well, the evidence is we're going to find out that people had to play certain roles to get the truth out to people.
So why would John F. Kennedy Jr. fake his own death and then assume the identity of a pillow salesman?
Well, you have to ask yourself, what was he running for? He was running for a seat in New York. Who won that seat? Was it Hillary Clinton?
So John F. Kennedy Jr. is actually Mike Lindell.
We'll find out.
I'm still so confused about this obsession with JFK Jr. and why he keeps shape-shifting into people all the time. Why he formulated this 25-year scheme to fake his and 2 other people's deaths in order to carry out some political scheme that these guys just can't figure out. I'm still looking forward to Lindell's story of faking his death in an airplane crash to become a crack addict turned pillow salesman that wasted all of his money pushing Trump's election lie. You see, if you say the full thought out loud, it gets even harder to believe. And the reason these conspiracy theorists always have an element of "we'll find out" in their explanation is because they can't make sense of what they're saying either. So instead of coming to some fact-based conclusions, they dig deeper into the maze and also the ridicule from others.
Well, first of all, Steve, I get to take off my tinfoil hat. You know, that's what that judge said. We're not a conspiracy theory guy anymore. Praise the Lord. 100% John Fredericks. This is a landmark case. We have people down in Georgia. We're all over this, Steve. We have been for a long time. This has been going on for a long time. This is going to expose everything. The judges opened the door that no man can shut, and we're going to go through it. And this is huge, absolutely huge. And everybody, if you heard what John said there, he said, we've got to get rid of the machines, paper ballots, hand counted. And then you heard that they're trying to fight this down there, saying, oh, we have to wait till after the 2024 election because we won't be able to do it in time. Well, the great country of Argentina, I was just texting one of my friends down in Argentina, and they down there in the primaries, they had problems with their machines, so they got rid of them, and they got rid of them before the general election.
Every time I hear this guy ramble, I just wonder how much he's joking and laughing to himself about the prank he's pulling on anyone that's willing to listen. There's the theory that he's battling with substance abuse issues or possibly the residual effects of it.
This has been a battle of biblical proportions between good and evil. And one of the things that's going on is that you have this bucket of common sense that is our real president, Donald Trump, right? And people are pouring in from both sides as he gets attacked viciously, something that's an anomaly in history. It's being watched from around the world. And as they attack him, he's able to get the word out that, hey, I'm standing firm. He's the most courageous person I've ever met in my life, by the way. People ask me where I get my energy. I get it from God, but I also get it. He's a perfect example of what courage should be, and I watch that every day.
Always fidgeting and shaking his arms. He's fallen victim to Trump the same way all these broke people in his audience have. He just made enough money in his life to get Trump's attention for his blind loyalty to be highlighted. It's just that the energy he generates from his hero has been wasted on fail after fail after fail regarding these election fraud claims.
Today's the day we have to get the word out of my $5 million offer to these guys. We have to get the whole world watching. This is it. We have 3 weeks buildup. I'm going to drop evidence every single day. There's a $5 million prize for anybody that can prove the election data that I have from the 2020 election is false.
This just in, MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell has now been ordered to pay out $5 million to an expert who debunked his 2020 election conspiracy theory.
They went to arbitration, and the arbitration panel said this data is not related to the 2020 election. Mike Lindell, it's time to pay up the $5 million.
You won't be surprised to hear that Lindell never paid the guy that debunked his claims, forcing him to take him to court, where a judge agreed that he owes the software engineer the cash. And like his energy source, Donald Trump, Lindell says he's appealing this court loss, admitting that he's broke, because he said all he's got is his pickup truck and the house that he lives in.
This just came out. It's Gateway Pundit. It's by Larry Johnson. And what he said, he goes, one of Mike Lindell's cyber experts bailed on the China hack theory earlier this week and spoke with the media. Why now? He goes down to say the cyber expert on the red team hired by Mike Lindell now says the key data underpinning the theory that China had attacked our election unveiled at the cyber symposium is illegitimate. That's a lie. Okay? China did it. Okay? It's a lie. So we're deflecting this lie and we're checking into it. The red team's checking into this Larry Johnson. It sounds like he's CIA.
Embarrassment on top of embarrassment. So since Lindell completely gave up his entire business and bank accounts for the sake of an election fraud crusade, the Trump camp figured that the least they could do is regularly push his products to the same people that keep giving their last dollar to Donald.
$25 extravaganza. 2-pack multi-use MyPillows, just $25. MyPillow sandals, $25. Their 6-pack towel sets, you guessed it, $25. Their new 4-pack dish towels, $25. And for the first time ever, the premium MyPillow with all new Giza fabric is just $25.